green. It is green. He's done it again. The last man elevated. Right. 2.2. What? Done it. Here we go. He's going to smash the time of an hour. Yes, look at that time. Rory goes into the gold medal position by over 2 seconds. Excuse me for the profanities.
Right now feels pretty good, I think. My body is not so, let's say, trained. The last few weeks I was a little bit immobile, you know, I was struggling with the leg, so we're trying to make the most of it. It's a little bit violent for the leg to be doing like downhill full runs, full gas and stuff, so it's reacting pretty well, but this morning I didn't feel so nice, and then now it's okay, it's stable.
Like we're actually pretty lucky to have world champs still. We're a cycling discipline, which means that the tradition of having a single race on a single day to decide who's the world champion and who gets the rainbow jersey comes from road cycling, and it's actually really unique to cycling. Most other sports for the world championship, they decide that over a whole season, 10, 12, 15, 20 races. If it's Formula 1 and MotoGP, that's what decides who's world champion. We've got a World Cup series, and then we have a single day race, one run on one day that decides who's world champion for the whole year.
Andorra is special for me because it's my home now. I live here. I have so many good memories here too, from winning my first world title 9 years ago when I was still a kid, and winning World Cups and having like just good times and bad times also. Last year we had a pretty tricky race run situation with the weather changing and stuff, so I also had this little side of redemption in my head that I wanted to make it happen here, and I like the pressure of that.
The new Andorra track, which is brand new since 2022, is actually pretty unique on the world circuit. It's one of the shortest at just under 1.9 kilometers. It's super loose, super sandy and rocky, so it's actually the kind of terrain that we don't race on very much.
Pas bon celui-là. C'est bijou celui-là.
Really interesting track, short, fast, high altitude, a lot of wind occasionally at the top, and quite unique for us.
Okay, we just finished track walk. It was a bit my first test, let's say. I was scared that the leg will not react so well, and so far it seems to be good, so pretty happy with that. But track wise it looks sick. It's so fast and loose. It's really dry so far, but the conditions I think we pretty much see every year here, so really happy with how it looks. Not too blown out yet, and yeah, excited for tomorrow. I think there's not much practice, but we're gonna do some good runs. I saw Rafael riding today, super fast, and so I saw some stuff that I'd like to try tomorrow, and yeah, looks sick.
C'est un fou ton pote.
Là, si on est deux, ça peut être pas mal. Parce qu'il y en a un qui va arriver d'en haut, un qui est en bas et qui voit du coup cette descente-là plus après. Je suis l'entraîneur de la structure, donc l'entraîneur de Loïc à la base. Puis j'aide aussi les autres pilotes sur les semaines de Coupe du Monde. Et puis également les pilotes GNS. Quel enculé. Et puis quand il pleut, et ben voilà ce qui se passe quoi.
The hailstone's terribly right. Like plastered on your arm.
Ok, bon je descends et au moins s'il pleut, je check. Merci. Merci Alex.
And on the first day of riding, I was really excited to ride because the track looked quite fresh. I wasn't riding the last 3 weeks before, so I was like missing the riding, and that track from run number 1 is already like so fast, so you're like, well, it's honestly such a good feeling, like I loved it.
Du coup la jambe, moi perso je lui en parle pas, parce qu'il m'en parle pas, donc je me dis c'est que ça va. En tout cas je sentais qu'il était dans les conditions pour performer.
I really forgot that we had to work on lines and kind of build a race run, so I just rode. It was raining, I went back after the rain, loved it, and I finished the day. I was like, boys, it was sick today, but I actually don't know where I'm going, so maybe tomorrow we actually have to work on lines, blah, blah, blah. It's only the first day, but I feel like it's a good stepping stone towards a good direction for the end of the week.
Et en fait, ouais, ce qui dégage de cette semaine, c'est une sérénité. Moi, je l'ai trouvé hyper serein. Hyper serein dans ses choix, hyper serein dans les échanges qu'on avait. Même s'il y avait des choses qui n'allaient pas, pas de panique.
On the last practice run, I felt really good. I was really satisfied with my riding, but I also saw other guys looking really good too. So I was confident, but also I knew like the fight was going to be tight and really tough with Momo, Loris, Finn. Like most of the guys were looking impressively fast, so
It's pretty intense. Amory is on the form of his life, judging by the last 2 races we had in Val di Sodi and Leger, but we've had this 7-week break, so it's hard to carry that form forward. Loic's 5-time elite world champion. He is. He's 5-time elite world champion. He's won 5 of the last 10. Loic has won more world championships in the last decade than every other country combined. It's mad, huh? So actually, is there a rivalry? There's not actually a rivalry. Loic's the guy to beat.
You have to eat the dream. You have to sleep the dream. You have to dream the dream. You gotta touch, you have to see it when nobody else sees it. You have to feel it when it's not tangible. You have to believe it when you cannot see it. You gotta be possessed with the dream, the dream.
We have almost every country out here fighting, thriving, putting on their flag to show that they are represented.
And now it's Loic Bruni's bid for the gold medal here in Andorra.
Ça bombarde dodo. 55 km/h dodo.
I'm pretty happy with quaddies. It's hard to know who really pushed or not, you know, like I was having fun and I was riding well. I didn't push like everything, but I was riding pretty well. Amaury is quite far, Finn is quite far, Loris is like, so it's, I don't really want to take take this as a confidence boost or whatever, but it still feels good to know that even after some time not riding downhill, the pace is good. I feel a bit more confident that I have a good shot at winning World Champs. I was going up the lift to my start really nervous. I was like feeling really good in the way that I was in the fight for the title, but also like I knew I had to go for it because it was going to take like a really good run to get it. In the start warm-up, like everything, I was a little bit distracted because there was like the mountain is not so big, let's say at the top, and I could hear a lot of sounds from the bottom, the finish area, so it's all like connected, there's no valleys or whatever, so I was like hearing some things, like some names, like oh, Loris finishing, oh. So I was like, okay, Loris has a good run. I didn't know if it was in front or not, but I was like, things that I didn't really want to hear or whatever. But in the start gate, I was like the last man down the hill, like this is the best scenario for me. I love to be the last, like kind of all eyes on me, you know, like let's decide this race instead of waiting at the bottom for like people to beat you or not. I told Jacko like, big hug, this is it, let's do it. And then he was like giving me this good vibe, like, we've got this.
What can like Rooney do here today? To his name, who you see preparing at the top of the hill now into this other section. The first split here will be absolutely critical.
This is a man who makes smooth look smooth, and here we go, 0.2 up already.
So running up his way down, takes a wide line, pedals out again, absolutely on the edge of that berm, really tucking it underneath the vertical edge of it over the top there, and the 0.697 at the moment. This is going to be as close as they come down. The split size are telling us that this is going to be right into the edge of our season. Coming to split number 3, he's still looking smooth.
He looks so deliberate.
Et la terre peut bien s'écrouler. Peu m'importe si tu m'aimais, je m'en fous du monde entier. Tant que l'amour inondera mes matins, tant que sous tes mains, et m'importe, et comme l'aimer, mon amour, puisque tu m'aimes.
Merci à toi, Nick. On va me faire
quoi qu'il arrive, tu nous as encore fait.
Je t'ai vendu du rêve.
Ah ouais.
Moi j'ai vu le truc en fait.
Like I usually stand up and get back on the bike the fastest I can, and this time it was, I think, the first time I crashed in a race run where I'm like actually like devastated. I was on the floor like, fuck no, because I knew I was riding for sure a race win pace, you know, like it was like faster than my whole week, whatever, and I was like, and I threw it away like on the section where I didn't really take any risk. I took 100 times more risk in the rock garden and stuff than here, and I was like, yeah, I was just on the floor like just staring at people, you know, like you can hear like when someone like messes up and people just like, oh. Only when I was on the floor with my face full of dust, I was like realizing that one fucking run per year was gone out the window. So I was like, no. And I was just riding and then do this on the finish jump, and then looked over, crossed the line, and realized Loris had won. So all the frustration just.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, your applause for
So yeah, j'arrive pas. Dégage.
Et puis bah voilà, au final bah, c'est cool parce qu'il n'est pas blessé et puis j'ai envie de dire il peut rejouer cette semaine quoi. Donc il y a l'énorme déception, la frustration, mais vite j'essaye de me dire wow, c'est bon, ça va quoi. Il est en bas, tout va bien. Il y en aura encore d'autres et puis il y a la Coupe du Monde qui est la semaine pro et puis il faut y aller quoi.
Never seen it before, a classic rain for finals. What are you gonna do?
Congratulations, Loic. You're at a home race and you just secured your 4th overall title. How important is that? Oh, yes, you did. Yes. Should we hug it out?
Job done.
On va juste faire une petite parenthèse, il y a un monsieur qui arrive là, viens voir ici là. Parce que lui il vaut bien plus que tout ce que je suis en train de vous raconter là. Parce que le Seigneur c'est bien ce monsieur là. Ça va mon caveau? Ça va. Ça fait plaisir de te voir.
Je vais juste venir te dire bonjour.
Eh ben tu vois.
Et voilà. Bah, je repasserai.
C'est lui la star, la vraie star. Elle est là la vraie star.
Hey, go!